All right, let me try it. You crazy. I said the devil is a lie. Therefore I tell no lies, keep it tunnel view so that I don't oblige. Yes sir, cross my heart so help me God.
Yeah, I'm strong out wide, cause the devil is a lie. Wanna live my life, but he want me dead. These size 13 boots that I got on, they ball stomping on the devil's head.
Let's go.
Look at my ride, stand gang.
Yeah.
Look at my tries.
Hold up.
He want me bad.
Show up.
I wish he tried.
Let's go. Cause I'm a beast, I'm a monster. Go against me, good luck, I'm like Goodwill Hunting. Try me, you fool, I pull out that ride, you Hadouken on you.
Like some
Lord,
big
keep me
major
honest.
movement or something.
Hey,
So,
hey, ho! Like that.
that works.
All right. What's up, everybody? We back again with another episode. Episode
I need a hat too.
Three.
Three.
Episode 3.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Episode 3. Devil is a lie. I feel like we haven't been back together in a while.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Been like 2 weeks. The major topic that we discussed was the whole China NBA deal, Daryl Morey.
Oh, before we dive in, I want to go into, because I remember last time you asked me why I didn't like Adam Silver.
Right,
And
yeah. I
was
did
like,
ask
why
that. I
did
did ask
why
that.
did
I did ask
why
that.
did I think he's a punk?
I did ask that.
I still
yeah.
believe he's a punk, and one of the reasons why I think he's, and you asked me, you're saying like, is it because he's the player friendliness? And I said no, but thinking back at it, absolutely. Like I think he gives too much power to the players.
Okay.
And because people talk about the NFL and how it's like people use like terms like slavery and all that stuff. But I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
But the NFL is a lot worse as far as player owner relationship than it is the NBA. But I believe that there should be a good balance between the two. Like you can't just let players do whatever they want to do.
Right.
And
You're talking about on the business aspect, like as far as you're the owner of this business, you don't want your business looking any type of way.
Yes, and also at the same time, I don't want my business run any type of way.
Got you.
And then I know it may be friendlier to you, but that's because it's like you own a business like a restaurant, and then the employees do like we both worked at a restaurant,
right?
And you're like, if we went about our business the way we wanted to be about our business, it's easier for us to do, but it may not be efficient for the company or whatever. You might want to take shortcuts. Like I go like, I don't want to put that in the back. I'll just run that. Or like I don't want to wash these dishes all the way fully. I'll just let them dry over here.
Right.
But that's nasty though, or something
Right.
like that. But so same thing with the NBA. I believe he's taking it a little bit too far, in the player's direction.
Right.
Like as far as like how players are able to bounce around so easily. And right now, one of my biggest qualms with the NBA is that it's 4 teams, really, as far as who's championship worthy. After that,
well, in that, I think that you're wrong because
the last part,
as far as bouncing around so easily,
yeah,
because the Western Conference is so wide open. You have the Lakers, the Clippers. The Jazz,
okay,
which is like it's still early in the season, but they both played the Clippers and Lakers. You have the Spurs, they're never out of the race.
okay.
You have I'm going blank here.
Exactly, but that's not. I know. I know. I'm not because you don't have to remember everything.
Yeah, Houston.
Hang on. But I ask you this: legitimately. Who do you think has real potential to make it to the NBA Finals out of the West?
Out of the West?
Legitimately.
Lakers, Clippers, Houston,
and that's
Portland. Because the thing is like the game of the NBA game. It's not about like of course it's a 7-game series once it gets into because the regular season it doesn't count for anything, so to speak, but it still does because there's 82 games. They're seeding after those 82 games. Where do you rank amongst the greats as far as going into the playoffs. Seeding counts. Denver's still a young team. So there's quite a few teams. It's surprises. The West is full of surprises.
But here's the thing. I go like, okay, so let's say the Lakers or the Clippers get matched up with the Rockets or the Jazz. I'm not saying that it's hands down they're going to win in the second round or something like that. But if let's say the Jazz make it to the Western Conference Finals, you think they're beating the Clippers or somebody? They're not. Like it's.
No, I don't think that. No, but I'm saying
but I'm saying as far as they. Can
but I'm saying as far as
a
go ahead giveaway as far as the finals how they were a couple years. Well, not even a couple years ago. Well,
just
yeah,
last year.
Like not even last year. Mm-hmm. The year before then. From the year before then to like those past 3 or 4 years, it was a forgiven Cavaliers Warriors. They are foreseen going to
the
yeah.
But that's how it's been for a while.
No, it hasn't. You can't say that because if it's been Cavaliers and Warriors going to the finals every single year, and then last year it changes up to where it's Toronto and the Warriors. It's just like,
but that only changed because LeBron left and Kawhi came. But then once but we haven't even gotten to the East because the East is abysmal. Because after 6, I'm saying I'm not talking about whether or not
Dallas
they're good
too.
teams.
Dallas,
okay, but do you think Dallas is gonna really win though? That's what they might make some noise. I'm not saying they can't make noise.
But the thing is, okay, but along with these teams in the East and West having missed playoffs and in the contention for titles, they've also gained experience. So Dallas, not only have they gained experience. Luka Doncic's rookie was he rookie of the year, something like that? I can't remember. But anyways, they got Porzingis, so they add on another factor into that.
Okay.
And then with the East, you got Pascal Siakam, who was
Stop it.
He was most improved player.
I got it, but what?
But I'm saying like the way that he's been playing this season,
okay,
he's a problem.
I got it.
Giannis is a problem. Philadelphia is a problem. The East is
okay.
Because of
you
LeBron
got
leaving.
The Bucks.
Yes.
You got the Sixers.
Right.
You maybe have
Toronto. You got Miami.
You maybe have Toronto.
If Atlanta can make a run, if Trae Young.
Hang on, let me finish.
Okay,
you got the Sixers,
right?
You got the Bucks,
right?
You got maybe Toronto, and then, but as far as who I believe will legitimately come out the East after those two, that's it.
But the thing is your argument is invalid
it's
because
top heavy.
It's invalid because what you're basing it off of is we already know who's coming out. Which we don't.
Okay.
Your argument is
we don't,
okay,
but we do.
With LeBron being on the Cavs,
okay, the
Cavs going because the East is so weak. Because LeBron is that great. Then we got on the West side Warriors. Damn, they got KD, Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
But my problem,
they're coming out the West.
My problem is,
now the whole landscape has changed.
My problem is that there's only a few teams that have. Sorry. Like that, it's not like okay. You talk about Luka and Porzingis on one team, and then you talk about Jimmy Butler on the Heat or something. I'm saying like the gap between teams is so like vast because like I'm not saying no team can make a run or no team can give a team a problem, but do you legitimately think that in a 7-game series, the Heat or the Raptors can beat, well, barring injury, I'm saying legitimately, they can beat the Sixers or the Bucks? Maybe the Bucks, but the Sixers or the Bucks, and legitimate in a 7? No. The Spurs are a solid team.
But the thing is, it's like...
They're a good team, but they're not beating the Clippers in a 7-game series.
This is the thing. At the beginning of the season, we all go off of speculation. We all go off of what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets down to the end of the season, towards the playoffs, we know who has a good chance of doing what. Now, at any point in time, when the playoffs do start, a 7-game series could go either way. We didn't know a couple years ago. Shout out to X. We didn't know a couple years ago, or even last year, the Warriors gonna 4-0 Portland. because of how Portland was balling into the season. We didn't know that.
You didn't think they were going 4-0 them?
No.
No. I'm saying you didn't think we didn't think they were going to 4-0 them.
And me saying
but
that,
nobody thought they was going to beat them.
No, we didn't think. Well. So okay, that's a bad example. So I'm saying
that's a great example.
No, I'm saying as far as Denver and San Antonio.
Okay.
Denver had the upper seed versus I think San Antonio was like they were lower seed.
Okay.
But we didn't know Denver and San Antonio was going to go
7th.
Something like that. Yeah. I think Denver was second. Yeah. But we didn't know they were going to go all 7.
True.
That's
not my point.
What's your point?
My point, I'm not saying that you can't struggle in a team. The Clippers last year gave Warriors problems, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you might clip off. The Lakers might go out in the second round because somebody gives them problems, or the Clippers might go. But at the end of the day, do you legitimately believe those lesser teams can make it to the finals? Legitimately.
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
Yeah.
The only way that happens is if the Clippers and the Lakers,
because a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people thought the Bucks were going to make it to the finals. And based off the play
but that's,
of Giannis alone.
Again, that's
but
not.
But then
we
weren't expecting Giannis to be shut down by
Kawhi
Leonard.
But again, you're missing my point because the Bucks are one of those teams. The Bucks are one of those teams where they could have made it. I'm saying it's between a few teams. But everybody else is
when it comes down to the second/third round, there are only a couple teams.
But I'm saying, I'm saying that only those few teams that we think of right now, the great teams, they're the only ones that are probably going to get there. If we legitimately, like the Warriors are so dominant. You knew that they were just going to be there in the Western Conference Finals, and you also knew that. And then when the Rockets were there, they Rockets play like Utah or whatever, some of those playoffs. But you didn't think that Utah was gonna beat and even if the Utah beat the Rockets, you weren't thinking that Utah was gonna beat the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. I'm saying that there's a few teams, there's like 1 or 2, 3 teams on each side that are so dominant, good.
But then that's just basketball knowledge. The Warriors. You know the Warriors are gonna.
But that's what I'm
saying.
But the reason why is because
But the thing is,
the players can go wherever they want to go, and they just form all these super dope teams. And then what everyone else, like the Hornets and whoever else is left out.
They just made that case. They just made that case with the Patriots this season with Antonio Brown joining the Patriots. Mm-hmm. But
he left. He left. I mean,
Kevin Durant left in free agency.
But I'm saying,
signed with the Warriors.
No, but I'm saying if Antonio Brown was still in the Patriots would still be super dominant.
I understand that.
I'm saying while KD was there, it was almost a foregone conclusion that they were going to the finals.
So you're saying basically all you're saying is Adam Silver should be like David Stern, how David Stern vetoed Chris Paul going to the Lakers and being with Kobe Bryant.
Yes, but I'm not saying
that shouldn't happen.
But I'm not saying he should fully go David Stern. I like how I'm not fully anti-player. I like that they have a little bit more control, especially more control than they do in the NFL because it's ridiculous over there. But I'm saying when you go so pro player, like with this whole load management thing, they stuck up for the Clippers and now they only find them because people were talking about them. This whole
yeah. They find them because they fought.
But before that they were like, oh. But before that they were like, oh yeah, this is it's all good to go here. And then when people start talking about it, then they go, oh yeah, well you know what? And then they only spend them $50,000.
But the thing is that there's a point where so Kawhi Leonard has been hurt the entire season.
Questionably.
He's been hurt.
About this year?
This year.
I don't see how 8 games in, but
I don't see how it either. But they not that they've listed him as hurt, but he's been hurt this season.
Okay.
And so the whole thing was the only reason that it sparked the NBA's interest was because why do you rest him against the Bucks, but not rest him against Portland? Going back up into the NBA is a business.
Yeah.
It's a money thing,
Yeah.
yes. But at the same time, it's just like, well, the Clippers are thinking like this is what we got to do to win. We have to rest this player, but it's like, okay, is he really hurt? Because if he's really hurt, why are you resting him at the time that we all can make the most money?
But this is why this is what I'm talking about, Adam Silver, because it's like and again, I don't want to say that Kawhi's hurt or not hurt. I don't know, but I'm going to say he's not hurt. And then the thing
I don't think
is,
he's hurt either.
But I'm thinking,
which I understand. I understand your point on that side.
Which is what I'm saying. Like Adam Silver, when they go like, okay, he's not playing against the Bucks, but he'll play against the Portland Trailblazers. The only reason why it's a big deal for the NBA front is because of the bottom line basically.
Right, the bottom line, yeah.
So it's like, but my thing is, what is Adam Silver going to do? Because this has been a problem for a while. Like that with people different taking. But it's only when the bottom line is hurt will Adam Silver step in.
But the thing is,
he allows it to get this far.
So Adam Silver can come in and say, Kawhi, you aren't hurt. Go ahead and play this game.
I don't know what he can or can't do.
But I'm saying like
this whole thing.
But I'm saying
you shouldn't allow. You shouldn't. I'm not saying you can't have players take games off to keep. But
that's like
healthy.
Me saying like, hey, Chris,
but it's like,
Chris, don't talk because your throat hurts. Let's not do this podcast. Don't do this podcast. Your throat hurts.
I'd be like, thank you.
Save your voice. Save your voice.
Okay.
But I'm saying like he can't tell him what he
I
can
got
and
it, but
can't
I'm
do.
saying, but he's allowed an environment in which players feel comfortable to do this nonsense. That's what I'm saying because they know he's not going to do anything.
But the thing is like you can't control that nonsense because you don't.
You can't when you're stern,
it becomes tricky.
Let me ask you this: when you have ask you this. You've been in school, obviously, grade school.
Right.
When your teacher was in there and she was cracking the whip,
right?
She was cracking the whip. You may have had some the bad kids or whatever, but everything was in line. When a substitute teacher came in, you had kids that were lying to them, say that, oh, she lets us do this or that, that. They would do whatever they wanted to do because they knew they could get away with it. Now the teacher can't necessarily be like, she can't hit him or nothing, or can't be like, this is the rule. But I'm saying like, he's allowed, once you feel like you can get away with things as a player, you're gonna take full. They've taken a mile. He gave him an inch, and they took a mile. He does not crack the whip and go like, "Look,
there are loopholes. There are loopholes.
This is not what you're
business.
Doing. You're making excuses for him
but
because
the thing
it's
is,
like
there are loopholes in every business.
When you have somebody that you can get away with things on, you will take advantage of them. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like people will take advantage of them. And he's so lax and he's so like, and while he's so weak that they'll take advantage of the situation.
They took advantage, but they also lost $50,000 because they found out that they.
But what's $50,000 to the Clipper organization ran by a billionaire?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's why they only did it because people were talking about it.
Hey.
When the players look at Adam Silver and go, and they can do whatever they want to do.
Hey.
And I was cool. Like David Stern, he cracked the whip and he was cool. But sometimes I feel like the laxing of rules is good, giving player more flexibility. I'm not totally anti-player. I'm saying, but at the same time, you got to run a business, and it's not fun. It's not fun if I see Kawhi out against the Bucks, or it's not fun if there's only 4 to 5 legitimate teams that could legitimately win the championship.
What's up with Melvin Gordon?
It's not fun.
What's up with Melvin Gordon sitting out so many weeks?
He was trying to get paid.
I understand that,
but that's on the opposite spectrum where that's not
benefiting for the game.
That's not benefiting for the Chargers. But I'm saying,
it's not benefiting for the game in totality.
I'm not defending that either.
Last year, the Chargers were just in the playoffs. They lost to the Patriots.
Okay.
They could have been a contender these first couple of games to where.
Nah, well, it's deeper than that. But
I mean, okay, yeah, it's deeper than that. But I'm saying like he could have been a game changer.
Sure, but I'm not defending that either.
Bell.
I'm not defending that either because
they're on the
other
let that go by.
They're on the other side of it.
But the Goodell let that go by.
They're on the other side of it. I'm saying
other
both
side
of it's
in
wrong.
NFL.
It's all wrong.
So I'm saying there's
right.
there are loopholes.
But it's not technically it's not a loophole because that was because he got fined for that.
Who?
Melvin, all the people that sit out when you're under contract, you get fined for not showing up.
But what's $1 billion to a company?
When you're a rookie, when you're on your rookie,
the same 50,000.
No, the player, not
but who paying it though?
The player.
No.
Yes, they do. The team finds him. The team finds the player. But the player pays for that.
Me personally.
But the reason,
I do not think that the player is paying that.
No, but legitimately they are because the team finds the player.
Okay, the team finds a player
because they're
that
under
money
contract.
is going out. That money is maybe going out of their bank account, but at the end of the day,
what makes you say that? That makes no sense. What makes you say that? Because the team finds the player because it's on the other side of it where the team in the NFL cracks the whip against the player. So much so on the other end. So it's really team versus player, which is why Melvin Gordon sat out because he was like, I'm producing this. I should be getting paid like this. But the team was like, no, I'm not paying you. Like, I'm not paying you that.
Okay.
So Melvin Gordon sits out, and then the team is like, oh, well, you're under contract. You're getting fined for coming back. That it's totally different.
Well, I see on that aspect, like the team versus player, like
it's
as
not
far
the
as
same thing.
Yeah, because it says Clippers getting fined for load management versus Kawhi, and then Melvin Gordon getting fined. I didn't know because I don't think about it that deep, or I don't look into it that deep.
But it's not even that deep.
It's not that deep. Whatever. I don't pay attention to it because I don't care. It's not my money. But
the point I was trying to make is Adam Silver is a punk, basically.
I don't think so, and I don't really think that proves your point. But going on to the next.
Why don't you think he's a punk?
A punk for what? I don't have any reason to think that he's a punk.
You said he did last time.
I said that he was a punk?
Yeah.
Because he looked gay. that's the only reason why.
So you enjoy this?
I don't enjoy him being a punk.
No. I'm saying you enjoy this league where it's really basically.
I'm okay
not
with
a
players
contest.
having a voice. Yeah,
I didn't say I wasn't anti.
It ain't even about being a yes, players are still competitive.
Yeah, but realistically, do you think that most teams can win the championship? You really only think about 3 or 4 of them.
There are always
realistically, if you think about it.
But I'm saying there are always usually 3 or 4. We can go back in time and think there are 3 or 4.
No.
Yes.
Because it would be I
can't even go on my phone. But I'm saying
top heavy.
No.
It's top heavy.
But I'm saying it's always gonna be top heavy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You can be like, but it's top heavy because of the players that are allowed to go around.
It's top heavy because of the players that are on the team. How the roster is equipped. Of course, the power in NFL teams and NBA teams, they change from year to year because of this player being on this team, being via trade or draft picks or whatever. But I'm saying there are always going to be top heavy conferences. There are always going to be top heavy divisions.
Oh, perfect example. The NFC this year, right? There's a lot of teams that can win the NFC championship. Legitimately, you believe that they can win the NFC championship.
Okay.
And the AFC is maybe like 3, maybe 2 really. Patriots,
but
maybe the Ravens, maybe.
When was the last time this happened? When was the last time it happened?
It's been like that at NFC for a while.
Okay, then.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you look at the NFC and you go.
Who?
You go.
Name them.
Right now, 49ers, Seahawks, the Saints. That's already 49ers, Seahawks. That's already 3. Then you got the Cowboys could potentially reach the NFC Championship and win the NFC Championship. That's 4. Let me look it up real quick. Actually, let me get them because I can't think of all the top of my head. NFC.
Because the only person the teams that you named, I would just say the teams that you name right now, unless you come with some different teams, the teams that you named, the only team that is new are the 49ers. The Seahawks have always been in contention.
But I'm saying, that's not. I'm not saying that they are. My point is that they could. You think of them and you go like, okay, they could win, But you don't do that in the NBA. You don't go, oh, the Jazz are pretty good this year, and they've been good for a while. But you never go, oh, they could win.
But the thing is like
you never say that.
You can't. So the NBA season versus
the Packers,
the NFL
the Vikings,
season,
just to keep naming them,
they're different.
The Eagles.
There's two different parts of the season in the NBA season. The real season doesn't start till after the All-Star break.
That's so horrible. But go ahead.
Because there's 82 games.
That's again. But I'm not. I'm just saying. That's just to me. That's why.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't watch. That's why you don't watch the NBA like you do.
I've actually been watching it more this year. But I'm saying that the 82 games to me is just like But I'm saying, look, when
we have the Cowboys at 5-3, but the Cowboys don't think it.
When you look at teams in the NFL,
right?
And the AFC is like. The AFC is like the East in basketball. When you look at the AFC, you go, okay, it's the Chiefs, the Patriots, maybe the Ravens, maybe the Colts, and after that, ain't nobody. They ain't making the playoffs. But if you go to the NFC, you go like this gonna be this legitimately. Those top teams could all win.
We have the Packers, who has Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, but the Packers are a legitimately good all-around football team.
Okay, along with the Packers and the 49ers, they are those ones that have made not necessarily roster changes, but coaching changes, which changes the philosophy of the team. The Packers, the Minnesota Vikings, which the Minnesota Vikings, they were they were in the
NFC Championship 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right? So we have them two. We have the New Orleans Saints, which we know the New Orleans Saints are great. Drew Brees. Carolina Panthers, they've been who they are because of Christian McCaffrey's. The 49ers, they're one of those anomaly teams where it's just like, so we have the Rams, which are 5-3. They lost to. No, they have
the Rams. They lost to the.
They didn't lose to the
Buccaneers.
Bucks. Yeah, they lost to the Bucks.
They lost to the Seahawks and they lost to the 49ers.
Got you. And then we have go down because they have what you call
for the NFC.
Where's Dallas?
Dallas is up here.
Yeah, Dallas is the NFC. Okay. So we have Dallas winning against the Redskins, the Giants. No, it was the Giants, the Redskins, and the Dolphins.
Okay.
Trash.
Okay.
And then we have them losing to the Jets.
Oh, okay.
Trash. I'm not putting them. I'm not.
Okay, you don't have to put the Dallas Cowboys there.
So we have Philly.
Okay.
We have Green Bay, Minnesota, New Orleans.
Okay.
San Francisco, and Seattle.
Okay. Out of all those, you could be like all those teams could legitimately represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's my point.
No. I wouldn't put Minnesota in there.
You wouldn't? Okay.
No.
That's fine. But I'm saying you're
that's
saying
4 teams, but I'm saying 4, 8, 12, 16. That's 4 out of 16. There are usually top heavy teams.
Okay, but we're talking about
going into every division.
I'm talking about the teams that are in the playoffs. So when you're talking about the basketball, I'm not talking about the bottom feeders. I'm talking about of the 8 teams that make the playoffs. Legitimately, you are thinking on both conferences. On the West Side, 2 or 3.
But that's
3
always been.
I'm saying no, but you're not. You go like they're not going to win. If you're going in the NFL, you look at them. They feel like you
but
could legit.
We thought Chicago was going to be there this year.
You're missing my point. I'm saying of the teams that are contenders, you could go like okay, they could represent the NFC. They could represent the NFC.
You feel like they could all be number one seeds?
They could. No. I feel like they could all win and go to the Super Bowl.
Based off them being number one seeds, or based off them
being as them as a team, because you could go to the Super Bowl as a number 4 seed. That doesn't matter.
So in the West,
Giants won twice as a number.
My phone. So go to the West. Go to the NBA West. Go to the NBA West.
NBA Western Conference. Jesus, plug that down to one more. Okay, this is the West.
So we got Los Angeles, we got the Clippers, we got the Rockets, we got Dallas, we got Portland, we have
the Spurs. They're not in right now, but they'll probably be in attention.
Yes, that's 5 alone.
I got it, but I'm saying I don't think I don't think the Timberwolves are going
No,
to.
I don't think so
the
either.
Dallas Mavericks are going to make it.
I
don't.
You don't think the Dallas Mavericks are going to make what?
The finals.
They could potentially, yes.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You don't watch the game.
You think they're going to? Okay, if you help, let's say
Potentially, they could.
Stop it. In a 7-game series, you think
Yes.
they're gonna win 4 games against
Yes.
the Clippers or the Lakers or maybe the Nuggets? You think they're gonna do that? You are insane.
I don't. So listen, I don't. So. First of all, it would be 1 versus 2.
Don't hit the
One,
mic.
one versus huh?
Don't hit the mic.
Oh, sorry. 1 versus 8, then 2 versus 7. But then as far as the second round, how does that go? 1 versus what?
1 versus 8, 2 versus I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3.
Yeah.
4, 5. But I'm saying as far as the
I'm
second,
not entirely sure. I can't remember.
I'm not sure either. But I'm
You
saying,
can look at a playoff picture.
and we weren't supposed to start this.
I got it, but you're being.
You started this way.
Being so awful right now.
No.
You're making 0 sense. Okay, well this is not it, but this is how it works.
Go to that one. So that's 1
This
and
is how
5.
the seeding works. 1, 5, or 1 and 4 or 5. 1 and 3.
So that's the thing. We'll have to wait.
But I'm saying it don't matter because it's like legitimately the Mavericks aren't making it to the finals. They're not gonna. You know that. Stop lying.
Potentially.
Stop lying.
I can't put that out.
Stop lying. They're not going to the finals.
I
And
didn't
barring
even think
injury,
Toronto.
let's say
I
barring
didn't think
injury,
Toronto was
if
going to make it to
everyone-
the finals last year.
Who they have to play last year?
The Raptors.
No, they played the
Toronto.
Magic. They played the Magic. Then
But
they
that's the
played the
thing.
Sixers. And
Did
then
they play the Sixers?
They played the Sixers in the second round.
They didn't play the Bucks in the third round.
They
did
played the Bucks in the finals, the Eastern Finals. But it was between between the Raptors. It was between the Raptors, the Sixers,
Okay,
and the
but
Bucks.
the Celtics.
But everyone else, you didn't think they was gonna make
the
it.
Sixers could have easily put out the Raptors.
Sure, but they are
didn't.
one of the teams that you thought could win.
And then even this year, so we have the Raptors, we have the 76ers,
Okay.
we have the Celtics,
Okay.
and then we have
I don't
yes.
know that, but go ahead.
No. You don't think that?
I don't think they can make the finals.
Wow. Okay. That's the potential. And then we have the
I
Bucks.
think if they play, I think they're a really well constructed team, and I think they
do have a.
I think they can make it to the second round. I think they fall in the second round.
Kemba Walker,
but I
Gordon
believe,
Hayward, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown.
Yeah,
Marcus Smart.
I believe they'll get to the second round. I believe depending on who they play, they can make it past the second round. But they're not making it. They're not making it in the finals.
Okay, that's just your belief.
They might make it to the finals.
That's your belief.
You legitimately believe that the map. Let's say in a vacuum, everyone's healthy,
Okay,
everything's
so-
doing well, everyone's at their hottest. You think the Mavericks could legitimately make it to the
So of course,
finals?
if teams were at their hottest like all season, no. But I'm saying teams are hot and cold. There are 7 games in the
Okay.
series.
Okay.
There is home court advantage.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of different factors.
Okay.
Length of season, all that.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're insane. You're legit. You think they can make it to the finals? Barring the Mavericks, barring injury, you think they can make it to the finals?
I don't know.
Of these teams right here, who do you believe legitimately can make it to the finals?
So I think the Clippers and the Lakers are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals
Why do you believe that?
because they're the better team. But you're not listening.
Let's go to the next thing.
You're not listening.
Go ahead.
You're not listening.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, these teams right here, the Rockets, the Mavericks, they're still title contenders.
Sure, but no one really believes they're going to make it to the finals.
You don't believe until it actually happens.
They're not going to make it to the finals.
All right.
They don't play defense. That's for one.
Okay.
All right, next thing.
Because they Dallas Mavericks and the Lakers, they just didn't go overtime for no reason the other night. But
that's one game.
But there's 7 games, but it's okay.
Yeah, you got to play a 4-game series.
The games could go either way, but it's okay.
You can play a 4-game. Okay, last year.
The reason why the Dallas Mavericks lost that game was because they were missing shots down at the end of the stretch.
Okay, but do you think? Wait. Last year, the Clippers played the Warriors tough, right? Did they not do that? They didn't do that? The Clippers didn't play the Warriors tough last year.
Only the first game.
Only the first game? They won 2 of them.
I don't know, KD trash.
They won 2 of them. But at any point in your mind in that series, did you go, the Warriors, they might lose this? If you think so, you need to stop. But let's go to the next. I think the
Warriors going to lose because they have all.
But that's my. Go ahead. Let's go to the next
2
one.
MVPs on their team.
Let's go to the next one.
KD, one of the best scoring people ever. And then Steph, who shoots it like that.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
And then Clay.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Your argument for Clay is everything.
What?
Your argument for Clay being the person that resurrected Steph's career and all that.
I didn't say he resurrected, but I'd say he is largely responsible for a lot of the Warriors' success.
That's even worse. But go ahead. So, anyways,
I don't understand what that point was because that totally didn't make any sense to what I was talking about. But let's go to the next point. Let's go to the next one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know you can see it.
Anyways, I don't even know the next point.
That'll even agree with me, which you should be ashamed of yourself. But go ahead.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Dad understands that, which makes you should be ashamed. But let's go to. You said we weren't supposed to start off with this. We were supposed to start with something else.
I have no idea now because we're like 30 minutes in.
That's your fault. Okay.
36 minutes?
That's your fault.
Wow.
Well, we can do 2 episodes. We can put out 2 different episodes.
I guess so.
So let's end this one.
Right here? Okay, let's end it.
Let's end it.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all. Oh.
your Trey's on something.
Hey, I don't know.
Trey's smoking something.
For one, I wasn't prepared for this conversation because he was like, "Hey, we was talking about this last time. I just want to get that out there. We don't never have a game plan on how the episodes are gonna go.
Never.
So,
but I feel like that's a good thing.
That's left field. Yeah, which is a good thing. But I feel like we should have something in mind. Like, Jesus. Okay. Hey,
Trey's smoking something.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
The devil is a lie. Stay right here. Don't go nowhere. You tuned in to the best.
You must be out your mind. Hang on, where's Dad at? We call Dad. Hey, Dad.
What?
Trey said he thinks Dallas can make it to the finals.
Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah.
I know the devil is a lie.
No, the devil is a lie.
I know the devil is a lie.
Devil is a lie.